just notice that people that were born within this period display certain character.
Honestly, this is personal, yes.
It's not about a matter of belief.
Yeah, because I think it's very trivial. Like, how would you just use that to base someone's personality? I don't know.
But when you go there and you see that it is actually a fact, scientific enough for sites and journals to put, then you have to actually take notice. They say that there is the king of temper. That is, their temper is fiery when it comes.
Aries now, yes.
Yes, that there is no holding back. That Aries is the commander-in-chief of explosive arguments and flying off the handle. They hold grudges and their anger does not go away easily. And that caught my attention. Aries, for those that are born March 21st to April, is it 19th or 17th? Then Scorpio, October 23 to November 22, they say no one can control their anger. I'm just like, really? I was now looking for my own month. Yes, thank God they gave us a good
description.
Yes, they say the Taurus, that is April 20 to May 21st, they get angry easily. They are very easily. And the Leo, that they are hyper, easily worked up. So that is it for that. Now,
before you go on, someone on WhatsApp asked you to, Olamide Olajide Daniels from Lekki, asked you to please reiterate the character traits that you listed out at the beginning of the show. You have to.
Okay, those that you need to avoid. Yeah. Number 1, the proud. That's 1. Number 2, the hot-tempered. Number 3, the stingy. Number 4, the malicious. Number 5, the liar. Number 6, the jealous. Then number 7, the jobless / unemployable. Okay. Now, the problem here is that this issue of anger is a big problem, the hot-tempered one. I would start telling you of incidents that happened just this month. On the 11th of July at Ikotun, here, Oyelaki Oluwatobiloba was arrested by the police for killing his wife due to domestic violence and abuse. They had been married for 3 years with a 1-year-old daughter. His wife, Sophia, was the breadwinner of the family. The family later forced Toby to sleep by his wife's dead body for 7 days before she was buried. That was just 11th of July, this month. Do you understand? Yeah. Another Emmanuel Omoru in Benin City killed his wife, who was 5 months pregnant, and faked a suicide attempt that she hung herself. Unfortunately, her feet were standing on the floor. To hang yourself, your feet need to be suspended. You understand? This same July, a newly married 3 months, they set her husband ablaze. And then people thought she committed suicide, but they found her yesterday. She committed suicide in a bus while trying to escape. I think she now drank a substance and she was taken from the motor park to the hospital. She was brought in dead. She killed her husband, set him ablaze. He was based in Cairo. He just came to Nigeria to spend some time with her, and it was, the allegation was that she heard that someone had given birth for him. Their marriage was just 3 months, and he set him ablaze. When you are dating and you notice that people have fiery anger, you need to leave. You understand? You need to leave. On the 18th of July, this same month, a pharmacist, Esther, was killed by her husband and dumped in a well. When neighbors noticed that she wasn't around, they were asking him, what happened? Where is she? He broke down in tears, saying that she ran away with another man, leaving him with 4 kids to take care of. Till a neighbor went to fetch water from their compound one day and noticed a body floating in the water. Raised alarm, the police and local vigilantes came, and when they brought the body out, they saw that it was Esther's body. He thought she would drown, as in go to the bottom of the well. But a body will float after some days. Yes, he did not know that. After thorough interrogation, he confessed. That was 18th of July. What is today's date? 23rd. This month alone, do you know how many I am counting? I would use this to also just honor those that have lost their lives. to domestic violence and abuse. And the major thing is hot-tempered people. I don't know when some people come and say, well, they will pray about it. They make, and this is the problem religion always makes. They begin to make character traits a religious affair. It is not a marital problem. It is somebody's personal problem. For example, in March 2017, Shola Oladipo, if you remember her, was killed by her boyfriend. She was an officer at the Air Force Base in Makurdi on suspicion that she was having an affair with another man. She broke up with him, and he was still saying it was because of another man. He shot her in the neck. People that are hot-tempered. Do you understand? You remember the case of Miriam Sonda, who was a second wife, married to a Muslim, killed her husband because in a fit of rage, thinking that, he was cheating. A Muslim could marry more than one. She was even a second wife. Mr. Sunday Akpan of Eda Street in Uyo, that time in Akwa Ibom, killed his wife, Martha Akpan, and dumped her remains in a rubbish dump, October 11th. When you are in a relationship and the person, or you're in a marriage, the person is telling you, I will kill you, I would be the, you need to leave. Is it until, the funny thing with all these people, they were told by their spouses that I will kill you. And people say, what can he do? No, he's just angry. He had been threatening until the day he actually did it. The wife had also been threatening, I will kill you, until the day he did it. There was one of the saddest cases, I keep saying it year after year, was the case of Chinyere Akaleme, who married Obina Akaleme. They were married for 5 years. She was a manager in a blue chip company in Ikeja, and her husband Obina was a kitchen assistant. They got married in 2012 and she died in 2017. She never told family and friends that what she suffered in the hands of the man, of her husband, even told her house help not to tell the parents. But the issue was that she was always having miscarriages because of the beatings. So the next time she got pregnant, her parents insisted that she should come and stay with them. This time, she now carried the pregnancy to full term because she stayed with the parents. The pregnancy was carried to full term, and then when her labor pain started, the parents called the husband to come and take her to the hospital. Between their house and the hospital, they got into an argument. This man beat this woman to death. Do you understand? She was already, just come and carry this woman to the hospital. They got to the hospital first. The doctor confirmed that, yes, labor has started. Go and bring your clothes. So they came in, they did test. Baby and mother were hale and hearty. They got to the house to pack her stuff. That was where the hour started. Money. And the guy beat her to unconsciousness, locked her in, took her phones and switched it off. Came out 3 hours later, saw that she was still lying there, and took her to the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
That was around 4:30.
See someone that was in labor, you left her,
when they
locked her up.
Got to the hospital, the doctors were surprised that someone that we saw that was hale and hearty was brought in dead. Then they tried an emergency C-section to see if they could save the child. The baby was also dead.
Oh,
that was a baby that was already on the way out. Do you understand? He did not, when he brought her dead, he left. He just left the body there around 4:30. It was around 8:30 that he just called his in-laws that she has died, and switched off the phone. Why do you see?
Did they find him? I remember you said he ran.
Yeah, they found him.
Fantastic.
They found him. And they found him when the police want to work. They will work.
The full weight of the law needs to be.
The issue for me, one of the reasons, okay, we look at us in action. One of the reasons I withdrew from the case was because even if we convict, we're not bringing them back to life. But you repeat this thing, you see that he is hot-tempered. You see it from the relationship. From the relationship, it's not that you just saw it in marriage. You saw it right from the relationship, and you stay there. I can read, look at the Titi, who was stabbed 76 times by her husband, who is a pastor. They had even separated. That was last year I put her aunt on the phone. They had separated. It was his birthday, And someone, you see all these league of extraordinary advisors that will tell you what to do. They know everything. They now went to her and said, well, it is his birthday. That is, even if you are fighting, it is not till death. You understand? Just go to him and say happy birthday. And it is his birthday. Just, and then, okay, she now decided, okay, let me just go and say happy birthday. And she took their daughter. Her father said, where are you going? Said, I just want to go. The father said, wish who happy birthday? Now, the father took the daughter, his granddaughter, said, if you want to go, you go alone. Don't take my granddaughter. She went there and she never came back. On his birthday, locked her, beat her up, stabbed her 76 times. She was dead. He was still stabbing the body. What was she going to look for? You see, there are issues when God told Lot to come out of. He said, don't look back. When you are leaving, leave. Some people will go, then they will come, then they will go, then they will. Are you playing? You are playing like Naira bet with your life, or you know, is it an experiment to see how long you will live? Someone has been threatening you, telling you, "I would disfigure you." I would. Then should I tell you the story? There's a woman, you know, who came to me. Hot-tempered husband who lost the job. He now became an issue that she was a breadwinner now, and you know it became a problem for him. Is it everything? Is it because you are the one dropping that your work? And next thing, she went to work one day, and while taking an order, her eyes just dimmed. She could no longer see. You know, she was just she opened her eyes and she lost her sight. When they brought her home, the husband was sitting down and said, "Visionary." That is to show you he already knew. People that would take your names to places just to. And the man mocked her, you know, even her colleagues were wondering that the man did not even show any. And I told her to be going to work. She lost her sight.
So he would rather both of them.
He would rather both of them. And that is the issue. That is the issue.
Wow.
You will go, you will come.
Wow.
You don't know that people have advisors. As you are talking to me, the other person is also talking to somebody. Don't worry. Yeah. Is it because, give me her full name. Give me his full name. Another one, we were in school. She went home and her husband said, men are. She came back with tribal marks, a married woman. The man held her down and said, let's see who would look at you now.